Chapter 309. 3 enormous mouths opened wide, and at the same time, 3 icy cold spirit energy orbs were formed. Then, the 3 ice lizards unleashed a terrifying blast of frozen spirit energy together. This was the move called Absolute Zero. Anyone struck by this attack would instantly be frozen into 0-degree ice, possibly dying on the spot from thermal shock. Terrified, the creatures scrambled to fly higher. The elf prince was horrified, utterly baffled by the sudden appearance of so many powerful beings. Within moments, he couldn't even keep count. Ultimately, the elves themselves became targets. As the members turned to look, they saw several chilling figures darting toward them, closing in at an incomprehensible speed. What shocked him even more was that his own kin were attacking him. Was that the elf queen? The mastermind behind this chaos was none other than the calm figure standing in the distance, wielding unparalleled mastery over mind control. Her vibrant red hair danced lightly in the wind. For this battle, even the flower goddess, chief steward of Divine Tree, abandoned her domestic duties to join the fray. Meanwhile, the demons were suddenly lifted into the air by some strange anti-gravity force. They had no idea why they could no longer control their bodies, floating like balloons. It was the work of Ox Demon, the gravity manipulator. Once his enemies were high enough, he clenched his fists tightly, creating a violently opposing gravitational field. The unlucky demons were crushed into pulp, their blood splattering amidst horrific screams. At this moment, humanity's advanced expeditionary force also received orders to open fire. Giant modified Gatling guns roared to life. Spirit energy-coated bullets, as large as melons, rained down from above, one of Earth's specialties, among its many destructive marvels. The enemy beasts were immediately engulfed by the overwhelming firepower. A vast area was utterly obliterated with no room to escape, leaving them howling in agony. Then missiles carrying super-compressed spirit energy warheads were launched into the battlefield, accompanied by deafening shrieks, targeting the twisted tree-like structure. Upon impact, countless mutant beasts were torn apart, their bodies incinerated into ash. A few flying lizards and crimson demons leaped forward to retaliate. Naturally, they had long-range attack capabilities and wouldn't allow these killing machines to wreak havoc unchecked. Those inside the machines, aware of the retaliation, had already accepted their fate. The pilots would be honored posthumously as martyrs for humanity. The demon's spirit energy blast struck true. Any hit would send the billion-dollar machines plummeting. However, a strange and powerful fire neutralized their attacks, even surpassing their spirit energy, and surging toward them. The 2 attackers were incinerated, their charred bodies falling lifelessly. Xiaoling, the princess of blazing flames, had arrived. With her present, no one could harm these airships. The Golden Dragon, once consumed by vengeance and ready to die to restore his honor, now saw the tribal chief's reinforcements, and felt a wave of relief. With these powerful allies, he and the dragon tribe might not face extinction after all. The White Tiger, noticing his concern, tried to reassure him with a blunt remark. "Everyone's going to die anyway." "Damn it!" The Golden Dragon's mood soured instantly. He turned to angrily question the White Tiger, asking if he was truly uncertain about the outcome. Was he seriously saying everyone would die? Yet, the more he thought about the White Tiger's words, the more sense they made. The ancient tree was still standing, and the mastermind behind this chaos had yet to reveal themselves. Clearly, nothing was certain. On a side note, this White Tiger was absurdly strong, making the Golden Dragon feel a powerful sense of intimidation just standing near him. He couldn't help but believe that the tribal chief's comrades were all unfathomably mighty warriors. The White Tiger bared his fangs at the enemies and declared once more, "Everyone will die!" Only Xiao Lam understood what he really meant. Was he hungry? She handed him a piece of cake. "Here, have a bite." Divine Tree and the ancient tree locked eyes amidst the sea of flames. In just a few minutes, the battlefield had shifted dramatically, and it could now be said that both sides were evenly matched. Divine Tree remarked. "Now, the forces are balanced." The ancient tree and the creature behind it let out an eerie laugh, complimenting Divine Tree for being a truly intriguing individual. At this moment, the Golden Dragon surged upward, targeting someone trapped in an encirclement above. It was the queen of the elf tribe, surrounded by her own people. Incidentally, this was the same woman who had led an army to attack Dragon Island last time. The golden dragon's eyes lit up with fiery determination upon seeing his old enemy. At last he had found a worthy opponent to exact his revenge. He shot into the air, mouth agape and drooling, aiming to devour the wretched woman whole. But suddenly, a white root shot up from below at incredible speed. It was the ancient tree, attempting to kill the golden dragon with his roots. However, Divine Tree had transformed into a wood dragon to intercept the attack. Divine Tree sneered, mocking him. So, the only thing you can manage is to save the Elf Queen? Honestly, that's an insult to me. In a proper duel, no worthy opponent would waste their time on such distractions. With that, Divine Tree fired a warning blast of spirit energy using the move Dragon's Breath. The twisted tree either failed to dodge or chose not to, allowing a large section of its body to be torn apart. There was no way it would be that easy. Divine Tree knew the other was up to something. As it turned out, the ancient tree had used a clone. Now the clone was disintegrating, and the ancient tree declared that Divine Tree should gather more allies, for he would erase all of Divine Tree's pride in a single stroke. The figure behind him spoke coldly, adding that their final battle would begin soon. A silver root extended outward, wrapping around Dom, who lay feebly on the ground. The ancient tree intended to take him along while retreating. Divine Tree boldly proclaimed that no matter what they did, it wouldn't change one thing. This planet, sooner or later, would belong to him. Damn it! What a blatant thief! Yet, how ironic it was, those who came to invade Earth were now forced to fend off a planetary conquest of their own. The ancient tree, however, didn't rage, he simply responded calmly. Wait and see. With that, his clone uprooted itself and ascended into the sky. Divine Tree made no move to pursue. Meanwhile, the one standing behind, his true body was in another dimension altogether. Now it was someone else's turn to step forward. Several figures emerged, appearing to resemble members of the three-eyed tribe. And then there were others, seemingly part of some organization orchestrating everything from the shadows. Among them, the multi-eyed figure seemed to hold a higher rank than the others. It was clear that in the next battle, the organization's members would directly confront Divine Tree. End of Chapter 309.